You're watching Level 4 Scales, a part of my 5-minute piano theory series. Today we'll cover different types of scales: pentatonic, blues, chromatic, and whole tone. Review the difference between half steps and whole steps by clicking the link in the corner or in the description. And have your Level 4 theory worksheets available at 5minutepiano.com ready to go. As you recall from Level 1 scales, a scale is simply a pattern. The simplest scale on earth is probably the pentatonic scale. Penta means 5, and the pentatonic scale is a 5-note scale. It's easiest to find a major pentatonic scale if you already know the pattern for a major scale. From there, play only the first, second, third, fifth, and sixth scale notes. You've got a major pentatonic scale. If you're not there yet, you can figure out the notes by following the pattern: whole step, whole step, whole step plus half step, whole step. It may be that you've accidentally discovered the major pentatonic scale simply by playing the blank keys, which naturally form a G-flat major pentatonic scale. You can hear major pentatonic scales in all sorts of melodies, including folk songs like Amazing Grace, Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, or in pop music like My Girl by The Temptations, and so many more. Similarly, if you know your natural minor scales, finding the minor pentatonic scale is a breeze. Simply play the first, third, fourth, fifth, and seventh scale notes. I've notated them as flat 3 and flat 7, so you can simply think of the major scale and just lower the third and the seventh tones. You could use the major pentatonic scale and just start on a different note to play that scale's relative minor. In this case, instead of starting on C, we'll start on A, but use the same notes, and we've formed an A minor pentatonic scale, the relative minor of C major. A minor pentatonic scale can also be played using all the black keys if you start on E flat. Minor pentatonic is used a lot in classic rock tunes, such as Purple Haze by Jimi Hendrix, or Santana's Black Magic Woman. And you've heard this scale all over the radio in recent years in songs like Shape of You by Ed Sheeran, also Starboy by The Weeknd, Attention by Charlie Puth, There's No Holding Me Back by Shawn Mendes, and more. At this time, pause the video to complete practice exercise number 1. Let's talk about the blues scale. If we take a minor pentatonic scale, it's almost a blues scale already. We just need to add one extra note in between the 4th and 5th notes. So start on any note and use this formula: 1, flat 3, 4, flat 5, 5, and flat 7. And if you're using my relative minor trick, here's an A blues scale. The blues scale can be heard in all sorts of genres. Blues, of course, like Stevie Ray Vaughan's Pride and Joy. Also in jazz, R&B, funk music, like Stevie Wonder's Sir Duke. Here's the horn part. In classic rock or country music, here's Take It Easy by the Eagles. Or pop music, like Justin Timberlake's Can't Stop the Feeling. The blues scale is also heard in harder rock and alternative styles, like Ready Made by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Bomb Track by Rage Against the Machine, Santeria by Sublime, and many more. Go ahead and complete practice exercise number 2. Now on to the chromatic scale, a 12-note scale consisting of all half steps. The chromatic scale uses every possible white and black key available. Chromatic passages have been used for centuries and are frequently found in classical music, from the Romantic era to modern times. A great example is Rimsky-Korsakov's Flight of the Bumblebee. Andrew Lloyd Webber uses a chromatic scale in his famous Phantom of the Opera theme. And finally, the whole tone scale, a 6-note scale consisting of all whole steps. Whole tone scales sound dreamy or spacey. They've been widely used in classical music since the post-Romantic era, such as this impressionistic excerpt by Debussy, and also in more modern settings, such as the background orchestration in The Simpsons theme song. Time to complete practice exercise number 3. I hope you enjoyed this glimpse of these commonly used scales. Once you understand how they're built, the next step is learning how to play them properly on the piano. Especially the chromatic scale has a very specific fingering to help you play it quickly and effortlessly. Stay tuned for 5-minute piano technique videos for further instruction. What kind of music do you like, and which of these scales can you envision using in the future? Let me know in the comments. Next up is Level 4 chords, where we'll explore cadences and chord progressions. I'll see you there.